Hello and welcome back to another timeless video. Here with me, Arno Schmidt, and we are playing JUND mid-range. Yes, indeed. This is a deck I already faced a couple times in my trying on other decks, and I actually made fun of it a bit because I was like, "Hey, wait, why are you playing Jegantha as your companion or no companion at all?" I think I played against actually no companions at all, JUND lists. I was like, oh, you gotta play Lurrus. Lurrus is so powerful. And now here I am playing a black-red based mid-range deck, or yeah, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it mid-range. I'm not playing Lurrus. Yeah, indeed. And I'm not even playing Ragavan, which is another fact that, yeah, the format is sort of shifting for me already. That cards that I thought are like must-plays or must-haves are actually not. And yeah, so why am I not playing Ragavan or Lurrus here? Why am I choosing to play the 3-mana cards? So first of all, I made room for Jegantha. Some lists play Shieldred or Liliana of the Veil, which are black. Of course, you can't play Jegantha. You can't play any companion, and I think that at least right now I think is wrong. Maybe I'll change my opinion in the future as well. Yeah, I think just running a companion is better than those. Sure, Liliana is good, Shieldred is fine, but honestly, Shieldred is pretty medium. Like there's Fatal Push, Leyline Binding, Swords to Plowshares, even Unholy Heat that all deal with Shieldred. So I think this is a format where Shieldred is not that busted. Yeah. So why am I running them? Well, I think when you play Deathrite Shaman, you want to have some more expensive cards. So that's one point in favor of running 3-drops like Fable, Minsc, and Trespasser, which, okay, I'll touch on the Trespasser because you're like, what is Trespasser doing there? I'll touch on it real quick, and then I talk more about the thing why Lurrus, why Jegantha over Lurrus. So Trespasser, I was looking for a main deckable card that interacts with the graveyard more, because the graveyard is so important in this format. There's these escape creatures, Oro, Kroxa, there's Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, there's Lurrus, yeah, even like Deathrite Shaman, I guess, although you have your own Deathrite Shaman, so you don't want to go too crazy on that, but there's a lot of stuff. So you want to play main deckable Graveyard Hate, I think, and this is the best card I found. It's a big question mark if it's actually going to play out the way I think. But, you know, it's always going to be a 2-for-1, and it's going to work on that graveyard, and it might even flip to Nightbound, because, I mean, there's some flash cards in this format. Like, your opponent has Bowmaster and might want to pass, and then it flips. Oh, then they have to play Bowmaster in their main phase, stuff like that. Little things. And, yeah, it's a big question mark if this is actually going to perform, but it kind of fits exactly the type of card I want right now. And, yeah, Minsc and Boo is just totally broken, and I think might even be better in Oko, honestly, all things considered. Card is absolutely insane. And then when you can play it with turn 3 Deathrite, yeah, why not? So that's another reason, of course, to not play Lurrus. And the big one is Blood Moon, which was originally in the main deck, but then I figured, maybe not. Maybe it's a bit too much to play it in the main deck. But yeah, this is a deck that it slightly splashes for green. We have 2 green cards in the main deck. It's pretty much a red-black deck. So it can definitely afford to play Blood Moon. We have lots of fetches to get ourselves a swamp and a forest. And yeah, Blood Moon is just knocking out decks left and right in this format right now, because people are super greedy. They're playing a bunch of colors. And for good reason, Blood Moon is one of the stronger sideboard effects you can play. Alright, yeah, the rest of the deck is pretty stock. I mean, we play a bunch of discard spells, Unholy Heats, Fatal Pushes as removal, Bowmaster, of course, a Molten Collapse, 1 Kroxa, Tarmogoyf. Yeah, pretty much making my deck very good against opposing Bowmasters, being a little bit more bigger than like the Ragavan lists, and I think that's really going to help in those mirror matches. Just going bigger with Fable, Minsc, Orc, and stuff like that. There's one card I had in my mind, but Crucius was that. But Crucius got nerfed and is now 1 toughness, which makes it totally unplayable. If it would be 3 toughness, you know, you could definitely talk about including this card because it's very strong, but they nerfed it in Alchemy. But it does still mean that it's nerfed in this format, which is somewhat weird because like Unholy Heat, Dragon Rage Channeler, and Orcish Bowmaster are all nerfed in Historic, but are not nerfed in this format. Anyways, confusing stuff. But yeah, I would play Crucius, but 1 toughness, just unplayable in a Bowmaster world. Mana base, yeah, I mean, pretty standard stuff. Lots of fetches, of course. We have some utility lands here. Playing how many? 24 in total. You could maybe get away with 23 lands, but we have a Jegantha here. We have Deathrite. So no, I mean, Deathrite means we can play less lands because it's mana dork. But yeah, we have some 4-drops, and I don't know. Like, you could play maybe 23 or 24 seems safe. Sideboard, Pithing Needle, of course, Molten Impact. Just a nice card against creature decks, like, or any creature deck really, especially the ones with like Ragavan, Orcish Bowmasters. You can ping off a little bit here and there. This is a pretty decent answer to Bowmaster, all things considered, because you can kill the Bowmaster and then kill the other thing as well over the course of 2 turns, I guess. Yeah, not amazing, but still does the trick. It's pretty good. Go Blank. This is a card that, similarly to the Trespasser, sort of fits exactly what I want to be doing. At the beginning, I had Hers in that slot, but Hers, I think, is a bit too slow. And yeah, you're playing against a deck with Delve things like Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time. Anybody who ever played Arclight Phoenix, Pioneer, or Explorer, now I guess you could play Explorer too with Treasure Cruise finally, knows how incredibly good Go Blank is against you. And that's no different against, yeah, any Delve deck, and of course also against escape decks, and also against Lurrus to some degree. And they often intertwine. Like, the Lurrus deck has Kroxa and Dragon Rage Channel, so they have more graveyard shenanigans. So, and you get rid of the 2 cards out of their hand. I think Go Blank, really nice in that regard, and in my mind it just plays out very nicely. So we're gonna see. Lightning Bolt, a bit of a weird one as a sideboard card, but I just wanted to have another cheap removal for, like, when I'm on a draw, kill a 1-drop. That's pretty much it. 1 Veil of Summer, sneaking it in there. It's less good in a deck like this. Arguably worse than a discard spell, but it could, could still come in handy sometimes. 1 Cage for Natural Order and Sneak and Show. Actually, it doesn't even stop Sneak and Tell, does it? No, it doesn't. Sneak and Tell. Sneak Attack. Is there an artifact that stops Sneak Attack besides Needle? That, like, stops both? I don't know. Anyways, 1 Cage. 1 Demonic Tutor. Same logic as with the Shadow deck. I can fetch, like, my Cage. I can fetch my Blood Moon. I can fetch my Go Blank. I can fetch my Needle. Basically have more copies of all of these. More copies of Hidetsugu. More copies of Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, just flexible card. Molten Collapse. Just another kill spell for big things. And a couple nice one-offs here that are available in the red, black, and green, black color pairs. Yeah, that is JUND midrange. Everybody loves some good old JUND. One more thing I guess I could talk about is the split here on 4 and 3. Because we have a bunch of pain in this format, unfortunately, because of the shock lands. Thoughtseize is a bit painful, and I think Inquisition mostly hits everything you want to hit anyways. So I just went with 4-3 split. You could also play like 1 less and play another removal spell. Not locked in on any of these, to be honest with you. All right, that is JUND midrange. Let's play some matches. Alrighty, Jegantha against Lurrus. Looks like a decent opening hand. We can slow roll a discard spell theoretically, but for the Lurrus. What do we have? Okay, Grixis. Or just 4-color, 5-color, whatever. Demonic Tutor. Okay. Just take the Thoughtseize, I guess. Crazy hand. We'll see. We'll see how this develops. Okay. So, probably don't want them to untap with that. Sure, this means they can kill my Bowmaster. But I think that's okay. I like that. They drew what? Lightning Bolt. Look at all these Fancy artworks. Minsc and Boo. What do I take? Demonic Tutor, Brainstorm, Fatal Push. Just take Brainstorm. I don't know what they find with a tutor. We'll see. This block, yeah, whatever. I don't think. Yeah, no. If they have Bowmaster, they would have maybe killed my guy before. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill off this Bowmaster. And play Minsc. They kill the first hamster, but that's... Oh. Oh. Spell Pierce. Well, if I play Minsc now, they kill the hamster, then attack the Minsc and bolt the Minsc. So I don't think that is what I want. So I'm just gonna Inquisition the Fatal Push, I guess. So my hamster lives. So my hamster lives. Just want my hamster to live. Alright. Blood Moon is gonna be good against my opponent, I can tell you that much. Okay. Is my opponent maybe just playing Grixis, but running one copy of Overgrown Tomb for Deathrite Shaman? Maybe that's what's happening here. What are you gonna do, Thoughtseize? Maybe I should have just taken a tutor there. Yeah, shit. If I take the tutor, they have to trade both push and bolt with this. Pretty good for me. I can play Jegantha, they get Lyris back. Or I can try to like Minsc Boo. I guess I'll just play Jegantha. Okay, you can do this, get it back. Not great. But yeah, the Lyris just gonna beat me here. Okay. Okay, that's at least an answer to Lyris. Keeping the land for Fable. I'm gonna hold full control to make them think of an instant, so they use this Thoughtseize. Oh, God damn it, dude! Jeez. I mean, if you're not playing a Brainstorm deck, you are the one playing against Brainstorm all of a sudden. That does not feel good. Yeah, I think I made a mistake here. I should have not taken the push. I should have taken the Demonic Tutor. That was a mistake I should not have made. Well, 2 fresh cards. Thoughtseize back shuffled away. But yeah, maybe I'm gonna be okay. We'll see. No Bowmaster? No Bowmaster, okay. Fetching a Steam Guns. I'll leave the Bowmaster around. It's not the most worrying card right now. Okay. Maybe they're not playing Ragavan? We'll see. I mean, I'm just wondering about this Overgrown Tomb. Maybe they're playing Deathrite, DRC, and oh god. And Bowmaster as their threats. And Tarmogoyf. Also pretty good, I guess, technically. Tarmogoyf is a nice one. They could also have Treasure Cruise, which would totally destroy me here. Alright. Let him surveil first. Kept the card on top. No fatal push. Can I take Delirium? Probably not. What do I take? What am I worried about? Lurrus is already in the grave. I guess I'll just take Lurrus away in case they run some random Guns command. I could have also taken like, I don't know, Fatal Push in case they have Snapcaster. Playing Expressive Duration in the Overgrown Tomb Swamp deck. I mean, it's likely the only 2 lands they have in their deck that don't cast Expressive, so I guess it's fine. Still a bit funny. Deathrite, yep. Yeah, the blue deck just has way better counterspell, way better top decks here. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, Unholy Heat, Lightning Bolt. And a Channeler. No. Boy, I don't know. Take the duration, I guess. Is it wrong to not just run Demonic Tutor? It looks like my opponent decided to just run Demonic Tutor in the main deck as a fair card. Maybe I should do that too. It's a pretty good draw. It's like when your 2-drop is a pretty good draw on turn 8. Usually a good sign. Fight game. I love this though. Like it's so grindy and like top deck games are fun. I think games are so fun because there's not many degenerate decks in this format, right? And I really enjoy this type of gameplay, like this sort of grindy mid-rangey stuff. And there's like not like there's no City of Traitor Ancient Tomb nonsense. Nobody's cloud posting you. There's no like storm that can go off on turn 2 or turn 1. There's like a natural order and sneak and show, sneak attack. But like those are, you know, 4 mana cards you have to resolve. And I messed this game up. If I would have taken a Demonic Tutor, this game would have been a little bit more interesting for sure. Hold my 1/1. Okay. I think I'll play one of them. Oh. I mean, I have Fable in my deck as a good top deck. Kroxa. But yeah, I mean, I don't have Brainstorm and no iterations. And 24 lands, I guess, where my opponent plays like 19. Learning by losing, you know, that's a pretty good strategy, honestly, too. Like you try stuff and then you learn a lot for what is not possible, what you shouldn't be doing, what's important in these mirror matches. I've been doing a lot of losing in this format so far, for sure. My win rate is not particularly high, but that doesn't mean that like in 2 weeks I'm not gonna, you know, I might have similar knowledge or even better knowledge than if I would have found like a very good deck already that went like 15-2 or something. And my opponent has low land count, Lurrus. I mean, funnily enough, I played this Grixis Shadow type of deck against JUND, and I lost against JUND without any companion. And I was like making fun of the JUND deck, even though I lost against it. And now I'm the JUND deck and I'm losing against it because of the points and arguments I said why the matchup is better for Grixis. So I'm kind of getting proven right now, but it doesn't feel good to lose, of course. Alright. Interesting. Maybe 24 lands is too many. Really, just flooding out like that. Not good. Like, in general, flooding out, that should not happen in these types of formats. Like, these decks can play such a low land count, and like 24 is just too much, I guess. It should not happen. Games like that definitely shouldn't happen. Something's wrong with the deck, I'm saying. Like, there should be more flood insurance card, like a second Kroxa or something like that. Again, like these escape cards, I'm thinking about these, like every time like an escape card would totally destroy everybody. Like Kroxa is not particularly good in Modern or Legacy, right? It doesn't see much play in either of those formats, and for that reason I think Kroxa is not that good in this format, but I think in this format Kroxa might just be better than in those formats, which is just this weird, yeah, you cannot just rely on other formats' data for your deck building. I'm gonna kick out Thoughtseize. It's a lot of top decks here. Maybe even trim another Inquisition. Definitely bring in Bloody Moon. Veil of Summer isn't terrible. Cooldown's Command 100% comes in. Go Blank I kind of like. I like a lot of stuff, honestly. Molten Collapse, maybe not. I want to have all the 2-for-1s, you know? Molten Impact, Go Blank, Demonic Tutor, Veil of Summer. Just no discard at all, maybe? Put myself on the draw. Going deep! Oh, man. No discard at all. I mean, now I'm a little... I'm not gonna put myself on the draw. I'm a little unprotected against early Ragavans and stuff. But my opponent is not playing Ragavan, I guess, at least. Let's see how much Trespasser... Like, I think Trespasser just lines up so well, right? Look at this matchup. I mean, it's gonna be good. Gonna need another removal here. Like, it's gonna need a discard of their hand to get rid of this. Doesn't even get hit by Spell Pierce. OP. Don't mind if I do. Didn't have a 2-drop. Pretty happy to have a 2-drop. Big fan of Tarmogoyf so far as well, but that could change. Okay, no lands, huh? Unfortunately, I will have to fetch, so I couldn't like play an untapped land here and get rid of their fetch land. That would be nice because I'm giving them another fetch land. I could just Molten Impact this. Honestly, that might just be correct. Like, they're missing land drops. Keep them off resources. Basically like killing a land there. Oh, they also play Ragavan. Wow. And they even have a postboard against a Bowmaster deck. Jeez. You like to play with fire, huh? Demonic Tutor. Could get Bowmasters. Funny. Interesting. I think I'm playing Trespasser here. Or am I playing Bowmasters? That's just the best line. Yeah, honestly, it might just be, honestly. Oh, by the way. Oh, I forgot about that. Funny. Totally forgot about that. I get Tarmogoyf then, I guess. Yeah, I also messed up with the fetching. I forgot that I have Blood Moon in my deck. Gosh. It doesn't matter this game, but like I should have fetched more carefully there. Or not at all. Like this could have gotten a forest, this could have gotten a swamp. And then a Blood Moon is pretty live for me. Yeah, that was not very well played. Okay, that was an easy one. Now I'm on the draw, so now I'm a little skeptical on like how greedy I can get with all these expensive cards. I think I'm gonna kick out the Boseiju on the draw because like it's not gonna be good here. Put in the Lightning Bolt for sure. Maybe kick out the Tutor on the draw. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe the Veil of Summer is on the draw too bad. Play the Inquisition. I kind of want to have some Inquisitions. Maybe Molten Collapse. This is... Oh no, it doesn't get rid of Bowmaster actually. I was thinking for a second that this is a somewhat reasonable answer to Bowmaster, but it only gets rid of the token. Cage stops Lurus, I guess. But also stops my Kroxa. Maybe I have to get rid of some expensive stuff. Maybe a Minsc and Boo. Maybe not Inquisition. Yeah, I just have too many expensive cards here. You can also see that I want Molten Collapse. If I want Molten Collapse in this match, I probably should play another Lightning Bolt or Heat in my sideboard. It's like they're just way better than Molten Collapse in this matchup. Nope. Okay. Just gonna do like this, I think. Okay. No fetch land, notably. There it is. Yeah, it's kind of smart to not show them the fetch land. Like, then makes it a bit harder to make a decision. Hopefully they don't get to the Delirium so I can kill this channeler. Oh wow, okay. Now bubble. Thoughtseize, alright. Well, they're not gonna be happy to see two Bowmasters. Oh, what do they play? Mental misstep, minor misstep. Huh. It's pretty good against Cascade shenanigans. That's not really a thing in this format, is it? They have two things? Okay. 2 cards in hand. I'll just play this. Then no fetch land makes the Shaman a little worse. Maybe Lightning Bolt is better than Heat in this deck. Because it's like maybe not that easy to get to 6. You have enchantments, but you're not really putting stuff in your graveyard, so Lightning Bolt might just be better. Could see that. Yeah, this Kroxa is gonna be taking Time Bomb as soon as I kill this Shaman, I guess, because Shaman otherwise would have dealt with the Kroxa. So they have everything besides land. If they haven't like... kind of just want to kill both and want to wait for the right moment, I guess. It doesn't really. Yeah, just kill the shaman first. And then they're gonna probably exile something from my grave. And then I just kill the channeler. In these low resource games, having a companion is so big. And sorry to say, Jegantha, but you're a tad worse than that companion over there. That companion is just game winning. Oh man. But yeah, Jegantha's better than nothing. Hey. Jegantha's better than nothing. Can't cast Expressive Duration. Overgrown Tomb maybe should be a breeding pool, honestly. Or Stomping Ground. Like, not being able to cast your blue and red card with 2 lands is pretty bad, especially considering you're already running a Swamp. Swamp is probably the only basic they run. So yeah, maybe Stomping Ground is better in that slot if you're trying to have a green land for this guy. Alright, that's another thing for my Kroxa, and that's another card. Alright, good. So they cast Brainstorm, they didn't shuffle. Yeah, Coolhands Command is brutal here. So good. Just make him discard, right? Opponent's gotta be pissed. Constantly top decking good cards. There's an iteration in hand. Jeez. Maybe you play this type of deck, but instead of Fable, nice. Instead of green, you splash for blue for the blue cards, the good ones. I don't know, maybe. Steam Vents looking pretty awful as well. Yeah, maybe you can only run 1 Steam Vents. You run like 2 Watery Grave, 2 Blood Crypt, 1 Stomping Ground, 1 Steam Vents as your fetchables. I guess the problem with Stomping Ground is that you cannot get it with Polluted Delta. I guess that's the big one there. So maybe you... And Breeding Pool you can't get with Mire. Yeah, this you can get with every single land you play, I guess. Yeah. Oh, go blank. Hallelujah. Oh, you're gonna like that. I was thinking to keep this around for Blood Moon. Screw that. No more playing for Blood Moon shenanigans. I guess Kroxa first, right? Kroxa first runs into Spell Pierce. So no Kroxa first. But yeah, Go Blank is a complete wrecking ball here. I mean, they were losing already, of course. So it's a bit harder to say how important it was. Minor Misstep. Yeah, that's just not a card you can play, right? Like, no, it's just a shitty card. It's way too narrow. It's like a bad Stern Scolding. And it's terrible on the... I guess it's fine on the play, but it's... Yeah, don't love it. Alright, here just the higher power level cards beat them. But in game 1 the Lurrus came through, really. And me not having like blue selection, just flooding out because I'm a non-blue deck. Yeah, interesting. Alright. I'd love to play first, and I'd love to keep this hand on the play, absolutely. The Trespasser. Oh god, I'm gonna get hate for this, I already know. I just feel it feels wrong to main deck Go Blank. This is like the main deckable Go Blank, you know? No, I just play Fable, right? Fetch me a Bloody Crypt. A mountain? Nah, I just need a Blood Crypt here. A turn 2 Fable. Oh yeah, how we love that. That's so broken, isn't it? Turn 2 on to play Fable. This card probably will get banned. This and Bowmaster are like super up there. This just enabled stuff that is not fair. And it's just such an all-around good card. Yeah. The 1-mana Planeswalker. That's what he was known for. Yeah. Darkslick Shores, Wooded Foothills. Not a 4-color deck or what? I mean, I guess Wooded Foothills could just be in there to fetch Blood Crypt. I guess. I don't know, or Steamlands, I suppose. Could be a Grixis deck again. No, it's Sultai? Maybe it's Sultai. It could be anything at this point. I mean, its Sultai deck might also be coming up. Sultai also has very interesting cards. I mean, there's an abundance of mid-range decks you can run, really. Okay, multiple Deathrites. You have the Deathrite Supremacy. 3 cards in hand. I can discard this to make another mana. I'm probably doing just that. I kind of needed a land though, right? Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Discard it while you're actually missing land drops. Oh man, I'm just hilarious. I'm just a hilarious guy sometimes. Well, at that point I might discard the Inquisition, to be honest with you. So I won't be able to cast it this turn, and this is like the important. I mean, I guess I could cast Inquisition and wait for the Trespasser. I kind of just want to find high impact stuff. Maybe even get rid of both of these. And that's high impact. Still no lands, so I guess it's just a Trespasser here. Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman, the powerhouse. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear after, I don't know, 5-6 days of Timeless that Deathrite Shaman is the king of 1-drops. Not Ragavan. Definitely not Ragavan. Shaman is the best. And that maybe settles the debate, because, you know, like Ragavan and Shaman were never in the same format at the same time. You know? See, the glutton flips right away, as I said in the intro. Kroxa doesn't look too good against Mr. Deathrite over there. I might just return Jegantha to my hand here, honestly. They can take that away and drain me if they want. And in response to that, I could drain them by taking it with my Deathrite, and in response to that, they can drain it again. Yeah. It is like that sometimes. To push this. Somewhat worried that they play some powerful creature that actually matters. Like if I drain this, they're just gonna drain me back. I don't know about this play. It's just, they haven't done a good play here on turn 3. I hope they don't play like a Shieldred next turn. They don't play any companions, so they might have Shieldred. Man, I'm starting to think Sultai has everything I want in this format. It has Deathrite, it has Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Burrow, Bowmaster, Treasure Cruise, Brainstorm. What could you not want from those? Play another 1/2, which means my glutton flips, but hey, whatever. That's okay. Of course. Of course. I'm such a dum-dum. Such an idiot. I'm such an idiot, honestly. Why did I do that? Just to drain them for 2. It was so unnecessary. Greed. Greed, Lord Arnoschmidt. Greed, 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 greed. So freaking greedy. All right. Wait a minute. If a copy Trespasser attack, drain, they go to 6, block, take 3, then I can drain, they're dead. So I could trade my Trespasser for their Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, that doesn't seem good. No, that doesn't seem good. And Shieldred also then with Treasure Cruise and stuff like that. That's pretty damn nasty. Or with Ledger Shredder. Interesting build. Okay, but no second spell. I guess that's good news for me. Yeah, target that. Like the thing is, if they want to, you know, make some life with Deathrite here, I can just counter with my Deathrite, gaining life. Yeah, I have supremacy, Deathrite supremacy, and I can even drain them. That's best case scenario. Kroxa might also deal some damage here if the last card is land, which looks like it is. Fade push, okay. I mean, that's the nail in the coffin. I think I was already winning this game, but I think I'm losing ever. Not a shiplet, okay. It means no damage, but that's okay. I guess they are very dead. I guess they're gonna go up to 9 and draw another card, but it doesn't matter. Copy here, copy this, copy that. I guess I could have dealt them 1 more damage. It doesn't matter. They're gonna have to discard a card here and die. Alright. Good, good, good. Yeah, and that's sort of... I mean, Shieldred is a very powerful card, especially when you play blue with Treasure Cruise and all that. Like, that's a really insane combination. But 1 mana Fatal Push, always good against it, right? But yeah, Shieldred might still be pretty... I don't know. Maybe Shieldred is not that bad. Alright. Grindy Sultai matchup. Maelstrom Pulse. Bloodmore's probably good. Yeah, Summer's probably good. Molten Collapse good. Demonic Tutor's good. Molten Impact's good. Go Blank's good. Everything's good. 10 cards? Oh my gosh. What's not good? So they play good old Ledger Shredder. Yeah, I mean, what is not good? My entire deck is good. Can I just play 70 cards? Damn it. What have I done to myself? Too many good cards. Oh, man. I guess just the discard spells, huh? That's the weak chain. Unholy Heat is also not bad. Ay. Maybe Tarmogoyf? Is that crazy? Tarmogoyf needs to be Fatal Push, which I kind of like. I guess Tarmogoyf is kind of... And they only have Fatal Push as a good removal, right? They don't have like red removal, so they Fatal Push your Deathrite and then you play Tarmogoyf and they don't have anything. But I need to make 4 cuts. That is the problem. Bowmasters doesn't have good targets to kill, but still works very well against Mr. Treasure Cruise and Ledger Shredder, so I can't really cut that. 15 seconds left. Anna, make a decision. Okay, I cut the Boseiju. Go Blank. Oh my god. Bowmaster and Unholy Heat. I don't know, man. Too many good cards. I probably should have trimmed some expensive cards. Like, when in doubt, trim something expensive. Like, I have a lot of free drops now. Like, the Maelstrom Pulse is maybe overkill. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't play Maelstrom Pulse when I have, like, all these other more efficient removal. Although, you know, games will go long, and it does kill Planeswalkers, you know, like, it does kill some wacky permanent they might have. I could start fetching for Blood Moon already. Sure, why not, I guess. It might make them, you know, sort of play around Blood Moon if I start fetching basics super early, though. I don't know, but like, the Sultai is also not capable, probably, of fetching around that, you know. Sultai deck needs to have its colors ready. Warrior Bowmasters, Deathrite, okay. Montagna. Yeah, I just killed the Deathrite. They have some counter here, spell pierce? No. They're shocked, which probably tells me that they are running, that they have a fatal push. Yeah, 6 lands kill me already. Yeah, the more I think about it, Sultai seems pretty good. Kinda has everything you want to have. Oh my god, kill me. Ah, so many lands. It's like, so if I'd be playing Sultai instead of this, I would have the ability to brainstorm this away at some point. Fatal push. No surprise. I'm gonna let them have the Bowmaster. Shieldred. Okay. Happy I have a play at least. Do I have any 2 green? I have 2 black, 2 red. Just get a Blood Crypt. Just a 3/4? That's tiny. I mean, if they had a Cruise here, or an Oro, or an Oko, or even a Brainstorm, I don't know, things could have gotten interesting. But they apparently didn't have anything and just conceded. Alright. Play first, again, yes. Oh, yeah, keep this anytime. I mean, why would you need to play Ragavan and DRC and all these other 1-drops when you always have Deathrite Shaman in your opening hand? What do we fetch here is the question. Overgrown Tomb, Blood Crypt. I guess Overgrown Tomb. And how do we fetch it? With a Wooded Foothills? Technically speaking, a Delta is a bit more the off-color fetch land, so it has less options. Yeah. I don't know. Questions. Complicated. What do you fetch? Just do it. Just do it. It's just a 1/2. I mean, that's why you play 7 discard spells, so you put like 2 cards on turn 1 and 2 into the graveyard to make it big. Or your opponent helps you with that. It's also fine. Everybody's playing the same type of deck. At some point it will get boring, maybe, but for now I'm enjoying it. And now it's a free fall already. Deathrite Shaman keeps the Goyf a little bit in check, to be fair. I could keep up push, but I'm just dealing the damage here. Bobbly. Oh, that's even bigger. Bigger Goyf, so thank you. Thank you with that. Looks like we're just playing against Grixis Shadow. Or some Grixis, whatever. I think Shadow makes somewhat sense. It's good against Bowmaster. Life total goes so low. Like the next Shadow list I would play would probably have 4 Deathrite, 4 Shadow, 4 Bowmaster. And that's that. Maybe don't even run DRC or Ragavan at all. They're just so bad against Bowmasterino. Cracking a bauble there, maybe a bit aggressive. Like, I have Goyf. Attacking with this is not a good idea, because Bowmasterino. They have to start chump blocking with Bowmasters here on these Tarmogoyfs. I'd be pretty happy about that outcome. And shock yourself as well. Holy cow. I mean, the mana bases are so painful in this format. Oh, okay. Never mind, they got the answer. I think I'm gonna get a forest here. I don't want to have this die in response to the fetch, so I won't get the drain here with the Deathrite. Might drain them. Draining them right now decreases my Tarmogoyf. We'll see what they do. Another fetch, yes. Maybe you should just run Blood Moon in main deck these days. I mean, it's just every deck dies to it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the drain route. I have a Fatal Push in my hand, so I'm just gonna take the instant. Deal damage as much as I can. Another kill spell for Tarmogoyf. Ooh. That's nice. Could have played around that. I could have played around that. Oh, I didn't. Got another Goyf. Don't mind if I do. Yeah. I can keep this small, technically. I can let him attack, and then make it small during combat. Maybe I missed an opportunity there. Yeah. Right, like, they have to attack before blocks. I exile Thoughtseize or instant. Thoughtseize better, because instant they can put back when they have an instant. Exile Thoughtseize. And yeah, be happy. So I don't have a sorcery, okay. I do not have a sorcery, so if I take this Thoughtseize, the Goyf will shrink. I mean, if they have one removal for the Goyf, they're somewhat stabilized here. One more Fatal Push or Heat. Or a Shadow. Good old 6/6. Kolaghan's Command seems like such a good card in this format too. Wouldn't be surprised if... Like, I got kind of trounced with Mygrix's Shadow version, but that was an initial version, and I only played like 3-4 matches, so yeah, a little bit of tuning for that deck could also go a long way. Red has some really, really nice cards. Yeah. There's the 6/6. It's a big freaking 6/6. I'm winning though. Right now at least. So they have to attack, then I can shrink the Chandler, block this Chandler, take my medicine from this thing. Okay, Brainstorm, look at the top 3. Top 4 actually, because of the Surveil. Find a Fatal Push. Still only 1 sorcery, so can't. Oh no, but now they have Delirium because of the creature. Oh, never mind. So they have 2 things. Ah, damn it. So I should have actually gotten rid of the Thoughtseize. Oops. Somewhat of a punt. It's gonna be okay, maybe. It's gotta be maybe okay, because if they didn't find anything, then they cannot attack with the shadow, but if they found something, they can attack with the shadow, of course. Oh. Huh? Okay. Yeah, take 3. Just a creature? Like a Ragavan or something? Or another Channeler? Another shadow. Thoughtseize. No, you're dead. You can just 4/4. They have 4 damage here with the Shaman. Okay, I mean, that means their Brainstorm was just terrible, I guess. Good old Mana Dork, just draining you for 2 every turn, working in your graveyard. Yeah, card's fine. Card's fine. Card's legit. Yeah, casting a Thoughtseize there, maybe not the smartest. I mean, you had a fetch land, so you could have shuffled, maybe top deck something, I don't know. I mean, in the end... Yeah, no, you're in trouble. Like, if you don't Thoughtseize, I play Jegantha, then you kind of need 2 removals to survive, and that's impossible, so... I kind of get it. Death Shadow, huh? Death Shadow. Blood Moon. I think a Minsc and Boseiju goes. The discards, maybe just the Thoughtseize. Not super sure. I like the impact. Big shadows I have to kill, so probably Molten Collapse. Maybe Hidetsugu. Probably, yeah. Cooldown's command for sure. Okay, go blank, sort of smiles at me again. It's like I just have too many playable cards, man. Get rid of all the discard, I guess. Lightning bolts. It's just... Then I might lose the early game, you know. Do I just get rid of Minsc and Boo? Is that the bad card here? It's a bit expensive. Also, Veil of Summer is also amazing. Trespasser Reno is kind of okay. Maybe you don't even play green. Maybe you just run like no Tarmogoyfs, just Deathrite, Bowmaster, and like Trespasser. You could run Bonecrusher Giant. Bonecrusher Giant is kind of nice against Deathrite, I guess, and also Bowmaster. Yeah, Bonecrusher Giant might not be that bad in this format actually. Maybe you just Black Red is the way to go. Like sure, Minsc and Boo and Tarmogoyf are pretty good cards. But it's also more budget actually. Play more of a budget mana base. And you have both Polluted Delta and Mire, so you have 8 lands that fetch black. So you're pretty good with Blood Moon. You can always fetch the Swamp and then play Blood Moon. And you're black-red, so just need 1 or 2 swarms to survive on the Blood Moon. Yeah. Maybe that's coming up soon. Pretty good opening hands. I like it. Bubble yourself. Interesting. I wonder what it would have done if the card on top would have been a good one. They would not have played Ragavan. This could theoretically kill a Death Shadow, but I'm starting to wonder if this is like even better than Lightning Bolt, because so far Delirium has been a little difficult. And my Deathrite Shaman is also eating on my own lands in some matchups. I mean, everybody has lands, so Deathrite Shaman is often eating on your opponent's lands first. Take the Bowmaster. So I have Blood Moon in my deck. Wonder if I should play this tapped. I think so. Like, keeping up the bolts, I don't think it's necessary. They're likely gonna kill this. Yeah. I mean, do I get green? The only green card I have left in my deck, funnily enough, is the Tarmogoyf. And Veil of Summer, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want the Swamp in case I draw Blood Moon, but I think it's just better to... Like, I have 2 Blood Moons in my deck, and I have 5 green cards in my deck, so you can make the math on that. It's funny. Make a video on Grixis Shadow, bait everyone into playing it, and then playing a deck built for the black mid-range matchup, which includes Grixis Shadow, and beat up on those people. 5-head stuff. Yeah, this is just a straight up 2-for-1 that worked a little bit on the graveyard. There's a K command going through the graveyard. Jesus. What does that entail about your hand, man? What does that mean? You got a goodie, you get a good hand, huh? Take Deadlands. This was important as well, because the one way I lose this game is if they have like 1 or 2 shadows, you know? That gives me an answer. Espressifiterazione. Obviously not what I want to see. Nice Trespasser. I like it. I like it. I like it. I love it. I think I'm not going to play the land. This seems to be a game that's going to get grindy. And, you know, I just want to have every value land I can get. You know, sure, if I play this, then Jegantha can come online next turn, but then if they have another removal, which, you know, they just need like 1 Unholy Heat or 1 Drown in the Lock, they're gonna get me. So I'm just gonna play as grindy as possible here. And keep the Takenuma to get back a Trespasser likely down the line. Okay, Brainstorm. Oh, but you can't play it. Okay. Bowmasters, nice. Oh. Yeah. Bowmaster's broken in this form, especially everybody who plays Ragavan and DRC, like, you're just gonna get wrecked. Oh my god. Bait everybody into shadow and then destroy them. Oh, that's beautiful. That is actually a punt, right? Because this deals... Nah, actually, is it a punt? No, it's actually smart, right? Because if they top deck Ragavan, then I have a blocker for it, and this way I dealt 1 damage. For free, because my guy would die anyways. Oh, this is beautiful. And it also completely destroys Lurrus. Oh my god, that's so freaking disgusting. This is just the most disgusting Hidetsugu Consumes All I've ever seen. Holy cow. Seems good. Oh my god. God damn it. And yeah, you can play this card, which is probably a really, really strong card in this format, all things considered. Also gets rid of the Bowmaster token, which is nice. So you can like use a removal on the Bowmaster and then have to have other shit. You can then play Hidetsugu and then wipe everything. So you sort of deal with, you know, you still 1-for-1 yourself because you still had to use a Bowmaster, like a kill spell, like a push or heat on the Bowmaster. But then at least you're gonna get rid of the other stuff. Which maybe makes this as a more, even more, like also that it deals with Lurrus. It just seems the perfect answer for a Lurrus deck, because first chapter is amazing against Lurrus decks, and then second chapter is amazing against Lurrus decks. Seems perfect, honestly. And like these Lurrus decks are not playing many 2-drops, right? Like it's difficult to play Tarmogoyf with Lurrus. So the only 2-drop they have is Bowmaster, and then yeah, sure, keep a 1/1 around, whatever. That is sick. That was sick. That was a good learning. Trespasser was weird. It was kind of great this game, but they were able, because they just cast Expressive Duration over and over again, they were able to sort of play that game. But it kind of gave me, nonetheless, a way to fight that card. Like, imagine they would have had Kodan's Command in hand right now. Or what else did they discard? I don't know. They discarded Stern Scolding, you know? Maybe they would have been able to counter this Deathrite Shaman. They would have had the Kodan's Command to do another thing. And we got a little bit of their graveyard, a little bit at least. I mean, Go Blank is a lot more effective in that regard, but hey, I think it was kind of decent. It sort of performed like I expected it to. It didn't overperform though, so it stays on the watch list. Still skeptical about it, but at least happy that it didn't embarrass itself. All right, well, that was JUND midrange. Yeah, after this video, I'm starting to think that maybe you want to go Sultai, if you like, for the mid-rangey stuff in that department. And yeah, all right, guys, thanks for watching as always, and see you in the next one. Take care.